Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. Welcome back to the farm. As you can see, many months later, we're ready for harvest finally. So that will be the order of the day. The other thing I've been keeping myself busy with is kind of getting all the eggs loaded up. I think I'm maxed out here, so I'm gonna strap everything down. You can see the chickens are continuing to be pretty busy. I have not refilled any feed in all these days, so I still have 3,000 liters left, and I have about 6,000 in the silo. So the real challenge is going to be, can I get this done and get another crop in the ground and feed the chickens with it before they run out of food? And obviously if I can't, I can't. It's kind of what it is. Well, actually, I forgot. I can feed them sorghum, so if I can't sell all the sorghum, or maybe what I will do is not sell it right away. So let me, for now, so what might be the cleanest thing to do, let me hop in here. Let me get all the barley. I think I can fit all the barley in. If not, it's going to be really, really close. So I'm going to have to kind of be careful here. So let's see. If I do that, why is it not letting me? There we go. Like, I know I got to be close. Alright, so I have basically 4,000, and it's so I can fit 8,500, and yeah, I've only got 5,800 in the silo here, so I should be good. The challenge, however, will be, once again, trying to remember if I was able to get in here. Actually, I was. I just had to lower the edges. That's right. So I had to take the higher quantity off, or off the trailer, the edges off the trailer, so that I could fill this. And then because I couldn't get it under here with the walls. So just trying to be nice about this. Stay out of the field. So get this through here. I think that'll work. There we go. And then, as I said, we'll get this dumped off here. Chickens will be good for days and days at this point again. So definitely liking this. A little bit of a challenge with everything that was happening. Still not going to be able to fill it. Alright, finally there. So I'll get this dumped into the chickens. That will give them some food. And then what I'll need to determine is, based on what I plant, what else do I do? So at this point I'm going to hop out here with my toolbox, and we're going to go ahead and customize this with the extension. Put that back on. So there we go. So now I have some good capacity here. And we're going to run back here for the harvester, and we're going to get going. So this is obviously, you know, I mean, there's things I can upgrade. Again, I think I talked about the harvester. There's a possibility of doing a bit more here. Let's see. Is this unfolded? I think I am. Let's see. So, our favorite sound, of course. There we go. It's backed off a bit. And yeah, we'll start harvesting the sorghum. This will be a bit of a challenge, as I can see, because I forgot with sorghum it takes stuff off the stalks but doesn't eliminate the stalks, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult with no GPS on the harvester to make sure I got everything off the field, but I'm going to go ahead and definitely work on that. But yeah, the thing I discovered when I went to look at my chickens is I did plant sorghum, that's right, because I could feed it to them if I need to, so before I then decide to do something else. But part of what I need to figure out is, you know, what's the quantity of crop am I going to get off of this entire field now? Again, this is a much better position than I was with the old harvester that could go maybe 2 miles an hour here. So, very, very happy that I've got a realistic harvest cycle here that doesn't make it miserable. And so yeah, I've been thinking since last episode a bit. Can't say I've got any terrific new ideas, but you know, on if I continue here in Risu Forest or not, what I would do. You know, but I'm definitely at this point continuing on, awaiting feedback from folks on, you know, are they enjoying the series? Do they want to see it continue? And if they're interested in it continuing, certainly if they have any input on suggestions of things that they think might make sense here, certainly willing to listen and entertain that. You know, there's certain work that I'm not super excited about doing, so depending on what gets suggested, you know, I know in my own head where I'm kind of at, just so I can share with you as you think on things and you know, respond back. Pigs are a lot of work as far as the number of crops I need, so I don't think I'm at a point that those would even be sustainable, and so I'm not really looking at going in that direction. Dairy requires so much effort, although if I set up a really small operation, you know, that might be something like the chickens. And similarly, I suppose, you know, sheep might be an option, because I think they still only need a crop. It's not as if I need the mixture. The challenge with pigs is you're basically looking at 4 different types of food that they need to be in great shape. I mean, I could kind of run a poor man's pig operation where I'm just not getting 100% throughput, but I don't know what the point would be. And with the terrain here, transporting animals, which basically becomes what I'm doing with a pig farm, it's not high on the agenda. Plus I'd have to see if there's anybody that's even interested in buying pigs. I mean, I don't recall, now that I think about it. I'd have to see. There's got to be an animal dealer around, but so I would just be selling it back to them, obviously. Alright, so once around, we've got 5,000 liters. So, but yeah, I always forget when this harvester's gonna empty, but there we go, 7,500. So let's get the, whoops, I don't know why because I reconfigured it. So when you reconfigure it, it detaches. I forgot that. So we'll get ourselves over and get things dumped in here, but I should be able to get 3 loads or so. The silo will take, I think, 27,000, so I'm not feeling like I'm in any incredible danger, and at a minimum that would mean I have 25 in the silo plus the 22 in here. I don't think I'm in any danger of getting 50,000 liters of sorghum off this field. I can't see that harvester on the map, so I can't switch to it that way. Alright. So I think what I'm really at, if I'm really, I guess, being honest with myself, is I'm trying to figure out if it's time to redo the scheduling of the channel to some degree. Certainly FSN is going to be generating some things, but there's some stuff going on there that may turn things on their ear, where I'll have 2 different types of content coming out of FSN if all continues as I think it will, because we'll have generational servers and the traditional farm that I'm working. So that's going to take some more time, and so then I'm either generating way too much farming simulator content, or I make the decision that it's just going to be a farming simulator channel for a while and very little else. But and so there's the train simulator, the truck simulator, and as I work with various things, some of the things I'm working with are just more time consuming. So as I said, now that I'm enjoying kind of building models, so I'm trying to like recreate certain zoo buildings in Planet Zoo. Planet Coaster's a little bit newer, but I've done the Roller Coaster Tycoon series years ago and loved it, and then this definitely scratches that itch. I just don't know that once again I'm as prolific as some other folks that did things, and it also looks like maybe, but that's where I could fill a niche perhaps too, is I don't know that there's a lot of active content on some of those platforms that I've seen. It seems like when they came out there were a lot of channels covering it. A lot of what I'm finding is, like for Planet Coaster for example, is 5 years old. And I just don't know if that's because those folks have moved on to something else, aren't doing YouTube anymore, what the deal is. I didn't really analyze it that much, but at this point, the interest in Rasu Forest for many episodes was, how do I push the next step? How do I do the next step? I'm just feeling like I'm at a point now where the next step is a long way away. And if I'm doing that, I've got other series where next steps are long ways away that just seem a little bit more workable. So what may happen, whether I get feedback or not, and that's the other piece, is I'm just not at the size yet as a channel, I think, where I've got enough viewership and enough steady viewership of certain things that I can get comments. I've asked for votes and so forth on various series. I think this was one of them too, and I think I had one comment, and it may have come in after I had to make a decision already. So there's a little bit of that point, is I'm kind of in a limbo state in everything, in that I don't have enough viewership to get active community commentary going where you guys feed off each other and suggest and so forth. So I'm still at the point, I think, where I just have to do what I feel like doing and then hope that the audience finds it interesting. But At a minimum, I'm, probably still going to go do a few more things here. I'm certainly going to get this off the field at a minute, so you're going to have this episode, obviously, and when the time comes to replant and move forward, I think that's when I'm going to start making some of those decisions. So hope to hear from you guys, and you can assist with that as you choose. Getting close to full here again, so I think I'm going to spare your ears at this point. I'm going to finish this up, and we'll see where things are when I'm done. So I'll see you in a bit. Finishing up the last part here. So I've just got this tiny bit here, and then I need to go dump things in. So I was pretty excited at one point because I was like, oh, the sizing of the harvester and the sizing of the trailer I have complement each other very well, because this harvester will do 7,500 and the capacity of that trailer is 22.5, so I could fill the trailer exactly 3 times. Unfortunately, the sorghum has a weight limit, so I hit that at about 16,000 or so. Obviously this is running, so I think it's just the pipe isn't in the right place. There we go. So I'm like, I don't think this has anything to do with the fact that I stopped the really noisy part of the harvester. But at this point, this is what I need today. I should be able to fit it in the trailer, and I'll leave it in there. And then again, I have the 15 or 16,000 in the silo as well. So I didn't quite get 4. So I got about 30,000 liters of sorghum off this field, which is not bad at all things considered, given, we're not that terribly far removed from starting here with nothing. So I'm just going to get this thing put away, and then I'm going to park the tractor, and that will be it at this point. I'm going to again put this back far enough so that I can easily get to things. So let me get this tractor put away, or this trailer parked over here. How about that? So I'll probably just put that down in this direction, and then I'm going to go ahead and we'll just drop that there. Then I think my next course of business will be to get this load of eggs delivered, I hope. What is happening? Why is it pushing away? That was very strange. And the good news is it can tow it. So before I get too far, I guess let me see if there's anywhere else to sell the eggs. Just at Rochette's shop. Not a bad price, certainly. 1,800 per 1,000. So you can see we've got 25,000 eggs, so not a huge amount. Again, just so we can see amongst the trees. So we'll see, when I was just pulling the fertilizer going up this part of the hill here, I was at 16. See how much slower we get with a load. Half of that, just 8 miles per hour, but better than what we had normally. So I might try a baling solution at some point. So we could make a little bit there, although again it becomes, do I have a need for that income, or if I keep staying ahead? Because again, here I'm going to get nearly, should get at least 20,000, if not more. Actually, sorry about that, I should be getting, because 2,000 would be 50,000. So Question is, am I going to get like 45,000, or where is it really going to end up? Alright, and again, for Rochette's shop, for this kind of stuff, just like the strawberries and other things when we took them here, we're going to need to go over by the bins. So let's see. It might be too high, so I may have to lower them again, but we'll see what it gives us. Interesting. There we go. Alright. Why is it just doing some? Oh, I see. It is just, it's taking them. It's just, I see the dollars going. It's just taking a while to pull them all. So that's what's going on. Alright, let's see. So 36,000 plus... another almost 9, so yeah, close to 45,000. And we've got 4, almost 5 pallets sitting back at the farm. So I have almost 2,000 more just waiting. So you can kind of see that's, whoa, little thin tree, just still a challenge because there's just branches everywhere. And it's a matter of trying to be able to tell what is a tree and what is a branch. But yeah, at this point, that's about what I can do today. I mean, there's, you know, I'll just start stacking up another trailer of eggs for another run someday, whether it's going to be a full 25,000 or whatever. But you can see, you know, we're getting pretty crazy, almost 200,000 now. So nobody can start accusing us too much of just being in survival mode at this point. So we'll get this back. So at this point I'll put it out there, and we also have crop we could potentially sell, but again, I don't want to be out of things to do or things to feed my chickens with. And again, that field there is another one that I'm potentially eyeing if we want to expand, as opposed to carving out anything else. So that's kind of my point, is we're in pretty good shape overall. So I'm going to go park this out where I can work, and then basically I think what I'll be able to do is go ahead, figure out what my next crop will be, and that would logically be what we do in the next episode, because I don't know that there's anything other than that, other than to just keep things moving. So let me eat lunch, and I'll see what's going on after that, but I'll see you next time.